So I wasn't happy with the rice that I made last night because I never had the usual ingredients. I was a little bit short and I never had onion. So I'm making it again to go with the leftovers. So it's half of what we had yesterday, which dry weight was 1.5 cups of rice to 3 cups of water. So this is the second half of what was left. So that is boiled and cooled basmati rice. So you wait until it's completely cool. I'd spread it all out on some parchment paper to let it cool quickly and let it dry, and then put it in an airtight container once it was completely cool. You've got to be careful with rice. So that, and into that will go, I've got 2 eggs that I have switched up, and I have a bunch of spring onions cut up small. It was a small bunch and they were small onions, so I've used about 6. If they were a bit bigger, I'd probably used about 4, but there's around 6 here, as they were sort of tiny ones. So I've got those. You could also use a small yellow or a small red onion. I've used it with a small red onion before and it's really nice as well, but spring onions is kind of works the best, I think. And I have a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper and a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. You could use a fresh garlic clove, but again, garlic burns quite easily if it's just in the pan with nothing in your sort of be cooking it off with the onions. I prefer just to wait until the rice is cooked and then sprinkle the white pepper and the garlic powder over the top. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, might actually be an 1/8, because I'm going to add roughly a tablespoon of light soy sauce. You can use dark soy sauce and put a little bit more salt in. Dark soy sauce has got a nice flavour to it, but light soy sauce adds more saltiness, so I'm just going to use the light. You can use both. And at the end, when it's all finished, you can sprinkle in a teaspoon of nigella seeds to add a little bit extra crunch and a little bit of aroma. I'm not going to put those in. Yeah, I'm not going to do that this time in case any seeds gets under anyone's teeth. Not mine, but anyone else's. And I'm going to fry off the onion first in a tablespoon of coconut oil. You can use ghee, you could use a vegetable oil or whatever, rapeseed oil, whatever, but I prefer coconut oil or ghee. That's the two that I would use. So I'm just going to get them on the go and then show you how it should have turned out yesterday when I didn't have all my ingredients. We made the best of what we had, but this is better. This turns out nicer, tastier. Right, so I've just been heating the oil. We just get it to the temperature where the onions start to sizzle. And then we can discard this one because this will be greasy. It's been sitting waiting in the oil. And we will fry off our spring onions. Give them a little bit of a sizzle. It's at the right temperature. We'll just fry these off for a few minutes. If you're using a yellow onion or a red onion, you would fry them for at least 5 minutes till they're softened and become a little bit translucent. You know they're cooked through. Because the rice is cooked, it really is a case of heating that. It's not going to take long at all. You just keep it moving around slightly so that it won't burn. You're liking my top, by the way. My husband told me I look like I've just got off the Starship Enterprise. Just as well, I've got a strong character and I'm not influenced. My fashion sense is not influenced by anyone. I'm not saying I've got any fashion sense, but however. Okay, so these are getting there, keeping it moving, and they're sizzling nicely. then once you feel that these are sort of cooked through, it will only take a few minutes, as you can see it's only taken a few minutes. I would reckon it's time to add the rice. We'll add the rice. And as you can see, because we cooked it really well, it's nice and light and fluffy, not stuck together, so we cooked it the right way. It's quite a lot. Let's see how we go. Maybe I can use it all. I might have to hold a little back. Let's see. Oh, I got it. There we go. That'll be alright. Just throw it everywhere. This one goes slightly much for the pan. Oh well. Just turn it over. Get the onions to go through. Incorporate through. Actually, maybe I've done me a few more onions, but however, be good, be good. Oops. So now that the onions and the rice are incorporated, and it is just a case of now sort of heating that up. Coated in oil. I'll sprinkle in the seasoning here. I'll sprinkle that over the top. Your white pepper and your garlic powder. And it is that easy. You could even put a little bit of onion powder in if you wanted, but I think with the spring onions it will be enough. It'll be oniony enough. You can see the steam coming off that now, so that rice will be nice and hot. And it is already cooked, so we don't need long. So what we do now is we just push the rice over to one side, like so, and then we will put in our switched up eggs, 2 eggs, just throw that in, and just start moving that around right away till it just goes like scrambled egg. Keep moving. Keep on moving, don't stop. As I let that cook another little bit, I'm going to add in the soy sauce. I think a tablespoon. Let's go with, yeah, a tablespoon. 1 tablespoon, and I'll just drizzle that over the rice like that. You could mix it in with the egg. That'd be enough. And that egg's cooking nicely. Now that it looks sort of semi-cooked, like so, probably better if you've got a non-stick pan. Anyway, it's fine. Now that that's cooked, we'll then just start to bring the rice into it, like that. Keep breaking up. Breaking it up, breaking it up. Bring more of the rice in. Get all the flavours mixed in. I'm a messy cook, I've said it before. It's all over the place and all over me usually, so. And that's just about it. No time at all. And again, if you're making the curry for a dinner party, you could make your rice the day before. Make sure it's really well cooled before you put it in a container and put it in the fridge. And then all you have to do is this bit, and this is, say, takes no time at all. You're just reheating your curry that you've made the day before, which is going to taste even more delicious. And then firing up your rice, which is going to taste freshly made and just lovely. And that'll all be just so tasty and delicious with minimal effort. There we are. Done. Lovely egg fried rice. In fact, I'm just going to give that a wee taste. Let's see. Yeah. Lovely. Actually, I think I would just sprinkle just a little bit more soy sauce over it. Just a tiny bit more. Take another pot. Just think it needs a slightly more seasoning, and this is the light soy sauce is the salt. So. That's done, so heat off, and I'll just give it another wee taste. Perfect. That's done now. So it's to your own taste. Start with a tablespoon of a quarter teaspoon of salt, and start with a tablespoon of the soy sauce and taste it yourself, because everyone's got their own taste. I don't like things overly salty, so I think maybe a tablespoon, and that extra little bit of pin was probably about another teaspoon maybe. And that's it. Perfect egg fried rice.
Scran and blether, scran and blether, scran and blether. Come on in, scran and blether, scran and blether. Welcome to good food and good chat.